Are you ready to come and meet me in the city? We've got a great big 500 ml can of Deya. Meet me in the city. Check out the review. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Today we're drinking this beer. It's a Deya. It's a IPA and it's called Meet Me in the City. And check out that artwork. It's a sort of slightly retro. And if anyone recognises that car, then let me know in the comments. Now, I know someone who watches this channel a lot that should recognise that car. That's Matt DeBono, so if you're out there watching this is for you. And I know your family are big fans of the channel, so big shout out to Albert and Iris as well. So this is a beer that is a car that I know the DeBono family have probably had in their time, because they're a big fan of that brand. It's a car that is probably 80s, late 80s, early 90s. I have no idea why it's on there, what the reference is. But this is a Deya IPA. We love Deya. I've had this one in the fridge for a while, actually. Been meaning to drink it, but I've been getting through the Beer 52 beers. And now we're onto this one. It's a delicious, juicy IPA, and it's dry hopped with Citra and Galaxy. Great combination. So let's pop this open. Get it in I've got a pint glass, because the thing is, what I love about Deya, I mean, they do make great beer, don't get me wrong, but they like to, they put all their beers in these big 500 ml cans, which I think is great, because we're used to drinking 440 ml cans, so you get a little bit more for your money here. And Deya, they're up there, and I haven't really had a Deya for a while, actually. And I miss them because they're great. I mean, beer in a glass, look at that. Straw coloured, yellowy custard. We've got a 2-finger, white, pretty fluffy, compacted head. And to be honest, already I can smell real strong tropical juices. But let's get some aromas. Oh, it smells lovely. So you've got pineapple and grapefruit, mango, a little bit of passion fruit in there. And then you've also got you've got some citrus notes in there, a bit of orange, bit of lemon, bit of lime. Oh, it smells really, really nice though. It's a real, I mean, for me, it's like the big aromas are grapefruit and pineapple. So it's really much like a lilt. It's that smell. Smells great and it looks great. Let's see if it tastes great. Cheers, everyone. That's a superb beer. Lovely and soft, low carbonation, lovely pineapple, juicy, fruity pineapple, bit of mango in there as well. But it's a very much a sort of New England IPA style. It doesn't say that it's a New England IPA, but it pretty much is. I mean, you can see by the look of it, and it tastes. It tastes lovely. Pineapple, really soft. Mango. Then you've got a little bit of grapefruit in there as well. The grapefruit flavour is probably not as as strong as probably the aromas of grapefruit. But there is a slight on the back end. There's that just slight citrusy sort of zestiness of that sharpness of a grapefruit. But I wouldn't say it was bitter in any sort of stretch of the imagination. It's really nice. It's a stunning beer. I mean, I'm just looking at it again in the camera here, and it looks. I mean, it tastes as good as it looks. What more can you want? You can see the nice lace in the glass. It's retaining its head pretty well, but it's so light. It's so light and really easy to drink. 6.5%. Deya, again, I think it must be something about the water down. So the Deya are based down in Gloucestershire, I think, or is it? Yeah, I think it's Gloucestershire or Cheltenham. So yeah, Cheltenham's in Gloucestershire. So they're based down in Cheltenham. So I don't know whether the water down there is softer, or they just condition the water really well. But it really tastes really fresh, really crisp and really easy drinking. And it's another winner from Deya. Let's get some scores. Okay, the scores are in for Deya Meet Me in the City IPA, coming in at 6.5% in this great big 500ml can. It's another winner from Deya. Every element of the scoring, is scored pretty highly. We start with aroma. I mean, as soon as I popped the can and I poured it into the glass, before I even put the glass to my nose, you could smell that real lovely tropical mangoes, pineapples, and grapefruits. Really, really nice and fresh. A real juicy fruit bowl of aromas. So I'm giving it a 16. It's a really nice smelling beer. Appearance as well. I mean, look at it. It's got a nice, it's laced head. The head's sort of lacing the glass really nicely. It's still got a little bit of a head. I haven't poured any more into that. Really yellowy straw, custardy colour. Looks like a really good, like a New England IPA should do. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 for appearance. Flavour. I mean, I drink this. Although it doesn't say on the can, it's definitely very much in that New England IPA style. And I've drank a lot of New England IPAs. Even just recently, I've drank a few and some pretty good ones. This is up there. It's got a lovely fresh pineapple and grapefruit, a little bit of mango. Then there's also there's a sort of element of citrus that sort of runs through it. But it's just a real fresh, really fruity flavoured beer, real hop forward fruity flavoured beer. But the mouthfeel is superb. It's really soft, on the mouthfeel. Low levels of carbonation. It goes down a treat. It drinks less than its 6.5%, I think. It's a tip top New England IPA. I'm giving it 35 out of 40 for flavour. Value. I mean, the thing is with Deya, I love their 500ml cans. I think you've got to rate them well for putting in more beer, and obviously when you when you're buying beer, you're comparing a lot of the same sort of sizes, and pretty much the majority are 440. I mean, obviously you can get the 330 as well, but the 440. This was, it was over a fiver for a can, but you are getting 500ml there, so I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. And then my overall experience, well, I mean, it's another winner from Deya. I mean, I don't think I've had a bad beer from Deya ever. They get the things right, like any good brewery, like Verdant and also Polly's. They're my sort of top 3 go-to beers, breweries. They know how to make the mouth feel really, really good. It's that, as soon as you start drinking it, you think, yep, that's a Deya. It's got that Deya sort of style. Very, very soft, very light. The water is obviously, the water's a major ingredient, and they condition their water, it's very, very good. But even the flavours in there, they're all very fresh. I'm going to check the date on it, actually. 25th of the night, so 25th of September, and obviously it's quite interesting. 25th of September, so it's fairly fresh, couple of months old, but it really does taste fresh. There's no sort of hot burn, there's no sort of too much tartness, there's no bitterness in it at all. It's really, really well balanced, really, really good, and it's just really enjoyable. And this is the sort of drink that I could drink all night. It really is good. Yeah, it's a top New England IPA in my opinion, and it's one that I would seek out again. So I'm giving it 16 out of 20 for overall experience. So we top those scores up. We've got an Iron Maiden beer. It's an 84 out of 100. Highly recommended. I mean, you can't really go wrong with Deya, especially with their IPAs. I think they're really good. But they do pale ales, they do lagers as well. Check them out. They do Deya do a saturated in series, which is a single hop series, and they're all double IPAs at 8%. I've not tried any of them, but I see a lot of reviews on YouTube about them. A lot of people love them. So if you've never had a Deya, do yourself a favour and get one. And until the next one, keep on rocking.